Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody, to Dyson Sphere Program Blueprints. Let's see where I left off last time. So, that was my notification that I am online. Very great to know. So, last episode, we've done iron ingots, copper ingots. Actually, let me do this. Okay, this actually worked. So we've done iron ingot, copper ingot, high purity silicon, titanium ingot, stone brick, magnets, energetic graphite, and glass. Today we're gonna focus on the last couple of items that require smelters. So we're gonna start with steel, diamond, crystal silicon, and titanium alloy. And we're gonna get into an interesting recipe with titanium alloy, but for now we're gonna do steel. So steel is, I'm just gonna keep it at 3-1. I could probably go to a 4 or even a 5-1, but there's no point. This is a pretty nice ratio. One full lane of steel out, which is rather nice. As you've seen from the last stream, I've went ahead and filled out most of the table. These ratios are, or built in, are mostly tentative. We'll go through them as we build. So for now, steel is gonna be a 3-1. So this is gonna look slightly different than our other builds. So let's clear this one up. This is gonna be iron ingot and steel out. And one thing I forgot to look for is lane length. Lane length is 60 with 120 machines in total. And we're gonna have technically one belt out. I did mess something up here in my blueprints and I've just noticed this. Yeah, that's a 7. Somehow I managed to mess the last 2 blueprints up. Alright. All of these ones are slightly further apart. We'll see if I can fix that. So first of all, let's make sure that we set the correct let's make sure that we set the correct ratio here. I need to remember to unlock the iron ore, the iron ingots. So as I was just saying, I will boost this up to I'm thinking to boost this up to 4 input lanes. The problem is that if I boost it to 4 input lanes, we're gonna have more than one belt out. I could go with 3 belts down the center and just have half belts going out. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. You know what? Let's go with that. Okay, numbers are gonna be over on this side. We're proliferating over here. And why is that lack of item? I'm probably gonna be using quite a few more, so let's go ahead and plot that one down. So there's gonna be one here, one here. Make sure we get the correct recipe. So this is 6 per second. Even if I put it to 2 grids apart, it's still gonna be 3 per second. So even if I take from the middle one, which I'm not gonna do right now, okay, this is gonna be belts going out. There is the question of power supply if I do this. Is this correct? Yes. Well, this is fully packed. So one obvious answer would be to do things like this. Keep things symmetrical there, and this one needs to be set to 1800. I am trying to think if there's a better way of doing this. So can I get rid of the middle belt to keep the power poles here? I'll only have this issue for the smelters. Moving to assemblers, we will be able to squeeze belts in between. What I'm thinking right now is the fact that if I take out this belt and proliferate in a slightly different place, because this is overlapping, so maybe do proliferation over here. I could raise the belt above, have two belts, keep it symmetrical. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Does this actually... that doesn't work. That has a collision box here. So we'll have to push the proliferator slightly back. This still works even with double side, because this belt is only half, so we can definitely, well, we'll use most ports, but we should be fine. So let's see. I was saying doing something like this. So this goes up here and this stays up. Similar. Iron goes up here and one level up. Come on, snap in the right place. That's good. Let's see how we can we fit proliferators in here? Okay, we can do the power pole there. So these two need to be there. This one I could push them. Actually, let's do that. Let's keep these ones in line. And what I'll do is I'll just move these things. Over here. So these are half cargo lanes. These are full cargo lanes. Everything here is powered. Wait, something is very off here. Oh. Good thing I caught that before duplicating. Okay, this I think looks good now. I will quickly double check. I'm double checking my spreadsheet. And having undergrounds Factorio style would be quite awesome. So I'm actually thinking if I can use this at full capacity, because this could supply all the throughput. But when we do the second side, we won't be able to actually merge over here. This will actually become a bottleneck. So no, I'll just keep those at half capacity. And at half capacity, we're doing steel. We have main length of 60. So this is 10. 20, 30. And 60. Let's make sure that I counted properly. Looks correct. Is correct. Ratios are set. Well, let's see how this thing behaves. Of course I did. Okay, let's cut this off because I've gotten ahead of myself. I actually forgot two things, not just one. Thank you, tutorials. Don't know what I would have done without that. So we have 3 belts. We have 120 machines in total. That means the last 40 machines are meant to be supplied by the top belts. Okay, we can count using the power pole. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So over here is where we need to cut that one off. This belt will end here, and if I'm not mistaken, we can... Which one's nicer? I think this one looks a bit better. Let's make sure that I have 40 machines here. That means I have 60 over here. Oh, 80 over here. Okay, let's try this again. So So we're expecting this to be green at full throughput. This is green at half throughput, so we're gonna see this one peaking and then it should go down. And we're expecting this to be half throughput. I don't think there's a nice way to merge these two back together. And because over here we could technically merge this back and get this through the middle lane. But yeah, that's I was about to say that's not possible, but it is definitely possible. Is it a better idea? I have no clue. But definitely possible. So this is gonna drive me insane. I might switch that one up slightly, but okay, this one goes over here like this. And this one is now a full throughput. So that's working as expected. This one is fluctuating. Let's go to this, and this is meant to be like that. This is meant to be full throughput. Oh really, it's the other way around. That's annoying. Okay, this is set up properly. Okay, so if we increase the sample time here to 1 minute, it actually looks is gonna be green. It is locked at 3.6K. This is locked at 7.2, so I would say that this is our build. What? Why? Oh, that's gonna be annoying to fix. should have been a bit more careful. Which one? So it should be this lane towards the very end here. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, the lane is still saturating. That is expected. Okay, let's see if this was done properly. What's happening here? Yeah, it's fairly stable. So what's happening is that these are full. Is this emptying out? Is this one emptying out? So I think these are going up. That's not good. Okay, this is 60 per minute. That's 1 per second. Length is correct. What is happening up here? Is this backing up as well? Maybe. We are meant to be outputting exactly 1 belt. Final recipe speed is 1. We have 120 machines here. Checking again. Yes, we do. We have 120. Is it a weird belt margin that's throttling this? Something is definitely not going as expected, because in both scenarios this is still low. This is backed up again, although this says it's 7.2. That's backed up and it is working at full speed on the other hand. Okay, we're back to green on that one. I'll do the blueprint like this. I'm expecting this to recover the math, at least should be correct. I think this is just simply steel. Let's select the icon first. That's gonna confirm the name. Bib1 steel, save blueprint, close this, add the second half, and this is gonna be Bib2 steel. Okay, this took slightly longer than expected. So this is a steady 3.6. This means that this should give me exactly half a belt. This should top up with another half belt. I could simply connect here. So this is half a belt. Because this is half a belt, that means that we don't always have full stacks. I wonder if that might have any sort of impact. This is getting back at 7.2 after this started fully compressing. This side is working as expected, so again, this should not be necessary, but let's see if it makes any difference. So this at the moment, okay, this is going down. That's a good sign. We'll check back on this a bit later. We'll see if this side performs differently. If it does, we might go with the back sorters as well. We've done steel. We're up to diamond. There we go. So this is gonna be diamond. This is a one-to-one recipe. A slow one-to-one recipe. That means we have a lane length of 80. I think that this is the first with such a lane length. It is what it is. This is what we're doing. So one-to-one, that means we can use okay, this needs to go away. We can use an existing recipe. I did configure this properly, so that's okay. So I think we're using this one. This would be length of 40. So if I do this, really, that seems very random. And then go ahead and do this. This is my lane length of 80. There we go. Okay, so this is doing diamonds. Not many recipes left. Just 4 of them. I do wonder which method is faster. Quite interesting. Quite interesting that the exterior actually connected. I didn't expect that. $160 machines. Checking on the Excel spreadsheet, 160 machines, that's correct. I am quite confident in this one, so I'll just straight ahead blueprint. That's output, that's input, that is input, and final output. That's green, which leads me to believe that this will become green very soon. Wait, what? Why do these look crooked? Oh, because this must, I'm getting closer to the North Pole and the lines don't perfectly match. It's all good. And this is a long one. So what is this? Based in a book, 1. Diamond, that's correct. Save blueprint. Okay, now with the correct spelling, even better. And this is number 2. Okay, we have green, which is great. Now these both are green, which make me believe that this is not necessary. And realistically, this should not be necessary. This should be auto topping off unless there's some weird bug in the game. We should not have any sort of issues. Hopefully. Okay. Let me bring up the spreadsheet again. If for any reason I forget yet again to correct it, to hide it, please do let me know. We're gonna do crystal. These are the last four, if I am not mistaken. Let's go ahead with crystal silicon. Another 1-to-1 recipe, length of 80. It is basically identical in all aspects to the diamond, which I find quite suspicious. So I'm actually gonna double check. Yes, it is 1-to-1. It is the exact same recipe and ratio. What does this mean? This means we can actually go here, go to diamond recipe, and I done that to actually center this on a line, so I need to move by 2 blocks. Which was the initial intention. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so what we're doing here is we are clearing this first. We are getting silicon output, crystal silicon, local demand. Make half available. I don't think this managed to output anything, which is really awesome. All we have to do is change recipe and annoying that power is not connected. I'll do maybe something like a bridging power pole over here. I just saw that power pole. Obviously, that is something that needs to be corrected. Is this off? No, this is actually correct. And that's the only one that is off. Does this one have a duplicated power pole? Yes, it does. This one is the extra. Is it in both sides? We do have straight lines. The pattern seems good. It is most likely something to do with the copy paste. I've copy pasted the magnets. Let's make sure that magnets, they seem okay. Alignment is good. I'll have to update the blueprints. What's happening here? I didn't realize that we've had so much graphene, energetic graphite going through. Unfortunately, we did. Anyway, this is gonna be a very quick cleanup. I already see the inputs. One of the inputs at on green. I wonder if I have any sort of excess. No excess per se, but a lot of belt wastage. Would be nice to be able to actually clean up the whole belt. Oh, come on. I managed to forget that yet again. Well, you haven't seen me trying to fix my belts. Nothing much was lost. This most likely suffers from the same problem. Really? I copied instead of pasting. There we go, last one, and we have green here. Okay, we have green. We're expecting... Did I sort out that duplicated power pole? I have not sorted out the duplicated power pole. Let's clear that one out first. Which one's the wrong one? This one. Quite surprised I've actually remembered to do that. Okay, so what's this? This is crystal silicon. Yep, I did spell it correctly. So that's one side. This is double side. We have finished one more. You can see they are all green over there, so that's great. Let's bring the spreadsheet up. Crystal silicon done. Let's see what's next. Next is, well, let's go down the list. We're gonna do the titanium alloy. This is gonna, let's do the silicon ore. This is a quick one. So this one I was actually thinking 4 lanes in, which makes 0.5 lanes out, so not even a full belt. It's gonna require a lot of stone, but it's a very slow recipe. Probably, as you can see here, amongst the slowest in the game. Well, titanium being the slowest with lane filters and deuteron. Yeah. So anyway, we'll have 4 belts coming in. We'll have a length of 80 items. So this needs to be shifted by a bit. Let's take the crystal silicon. I'll just take this for reference. This should hopefully be 2 off from a center line. It is 2 off from a center line. The 4th power pole. So weird that it goes to the game menu first. So when in blueprint mode, after I've tried to put a blueprint, it goes to this menu first, and then I'm just pressing escape, and only then it goes to exit blueprint mode. I still have things. I should be good. Let's clear that. So what are we doing here? This is stone to silicon ore conversion. Okay, so That's here, that is here. Let me double check again. I haven't started building anything. I really need to remember to remove the overlay when I start building. So we have 4 belts, we have lane length of 80. So one belt feeding 40 machines. I am extremely tempted to get this set up, to be honest. Okay, that's one of them. Let's see if I can connect this. Cool. That's connected. There we go. So all inputs are now connected. I won't do this. Just to mix things up a bit. Let's put this somewhere where it's actually visible. And we're meant to be outputting 0.4 belts. Let's see. I need 72,000 times 0.02%. So this is meant to be 144. Yes, I hope. Let's see if my math is actually correct. We're gonna be utilizing full belts here. Let's build this up. Yes. This needs to be extended by 1. Let's not forget the top belt. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the power pole. These are 10 machines. 20, 30, and 40. 150. This one goes away. This one will end here. Can I copy this? What happened here? I want to make sure I don't accidentally mess something up. This looks good. I should have 120 in total. 160. Yeah, length of 80 times 260. Is my power still holding up? This is a very WTF moment. It's quite nice how these things actually do line up properly. Lack of item. Let's get a few more items so we don't have lack of item. And okay, let's see if we can find some sort of pattern. Oh, there we go. That looks like it's actually fitting in nicely. Anyway, this is not what I'm here to build. Okay, we have... I could proliferate this, although the power output, I don't know if the power output gets better. Probably should now, but oh, it is what it is. Let's see how this one is doing. that's what happened. So this gets cut out over here, this gets extended. That's why that power pole was crooked. Yeah, this looks better now. The total number of factories is correct though. Yes, it is. Okay, so those actually connected. That is surprising. They kept connections there, which is good. Okay, it is a bit weird what's happening here. I was expecting... No, it's 0.2 our belt, not 0.02. So it's 7200 times 0.2. So we're expecting 1440. The recipe speed is way too big, so we're actually expecting this number to vary quite a bit and not be fully accurate all the time. Although this is actually green. I'm a bit surprised. I would have thought that the 10-second recipe speed would actually impact the measurement here. It is at 1 minute, so maybe that helps. Oh right, I didn't copy paste these two. That's why they were not green. This is good enough. I'm just trying to think if this would ever overflow. I don't think this would ever overflow even with this setup. If they would, I would just put a couple of back sorters here to make sure I'm only putting full stacks on the output belt. But I think that this is good. This is good enough. Although I don't think I'll ever use this blueprint. It is here for the collection for anybody that wants to use it. This is silicon ore, if I'm not mistaken. And amazingly, I am not. Save blueprint. What's next? Next is getting the other side. Is this? Okay, that's correct. I just wanted to make sure that I've corrected the mistakes in both parts. I don't fully remember when I've mirrored it, before or after I've corrected the mistake. I think it was after, otherwise this would not have worked. This looks suspiciously close to the problem I had on the other side, but this is done correctly here. So it's not that. Oh, it's both inputs and outputs. Okay. And the wrong recipe. This means I do have to update the blueprint. This one has, it was the copy paste here where some inserters did not get placed. I think it might be faster to do it like this. There we go. Recipe fixed. This is all green. This will technically stabilize. We have one more done. So let's bring up the spreadsheet one more time. We've done silicon ore. We're down to our last build, which is titanium alloy. This is gonna be a 4 belts in, 1 belt out. So to that, in that regard, very similar to the stone we've just done, but this is a 3-item recipe. What's the ratio here? So we're gonna be using 1 belt of titanium, 1 belt of steel, and 2 belts of sulfuric acid. We're gonna be producing exactly 1 belt of titanium. Interesting. And we have a length of 60. Total 120 machines. Let's bring that one back down. So first of all, length of 60. I want to build. I might need to go get a second planet soon. I kind of do want to let these ones run. What does length of 60 mean? So this is length of 60, length of 80. This is 80, so I can align that. Three squares from this. Over on this line. Hopefully that is correct. So what are we doing here? We are requesting 3 items. Let's see if I can remember this. It's titanium ingot, it's I think graphene and sulfuric acid. Did I get that well? No. This one is meant to be steel. So we're demanding this. Let's make them always available. We are outputting titanium alloy. Let's make sure that this is gonna be cleared out. Okay. So checking ratios again very briefly. Titanium ingot is 1 belt in. Steel is 1 belt in. So if I do steel over here and let's get this in the right place. Recipe automatically inherited. So these are the two inputs. I could go with sulfur, with sulfuric acid over here. And a pretty standard... can I do output here actually? I cannot do output here, can I? So this is meant to be shared. Finally. So this one is in. This one will be the in one for this one, and I'll need 3 across. So the middle here is actually gonna be blocked. And I cannot use with these ones the trick to with a belt in the middle here, because these are way too condensed. I did say I'll build towards the other side. I just want to try out a couple of things. Build this allow me to connect. But I don't think this would have worked anyway, because this would not allow me to connect here. So that's an interesting idea, I would say, but not gonna work. Now, if I bring these to one more belt in, I don't think that's gonna be of any use. Basically make a space here that's gonna leave just two belts here, have one belt here. That would be one of the outputs. So how much of this belt am I actually fully using? For steel, we are using a full belt of both titanium and steel, and full using the sulfuric acid belts as well. So it's not like we can share content or anything like that. We could expand this. So basically the way this works is, but this goes back. So you'll have this, 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 and you fit this one like that. That means the only thing that's missing from here is this one, which we can bring over here like this. This one has 3 inputs. This one has 3 inputs. We do power like this probably every second. So the options, okay, this needs to be upgraded, and this. The throughput is fairly low. The recipe speed is 12, that means 4 seconds. 1 per second, yeah, that should be more than enough. So it's either this, or I have to use the outer belts for either power poles, or keep the power poles in the middle and use them for output. I think we'll go with this setup. This means that this will not actually fit here, but we'll fix that problem a bit later. Let's see how this one tiles. Seems to be tiling properly. That's 5, so this should be 10 machines. I need 16 total. I'll probably have to deconstruct this and build a new one, but more than anything else right now I want to actually make sure that this is working. Let's make the connection. Let's see how this goes. Much better when... Oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare to fix. Okay. So if I want to fully condense these, I actually cannot use the extra lane. I'm right now thinking what's better. Wasting one tile here or wasting one lane here. Oh, how did that happen? Okay, will this actually work? No. Yeah, I have definitely messed the blueprinting here. I've just realized that the top side is missing even more. Even more inserters. But that should be half a belt working. This should go up to full speed, hopefully now. And this to half speed. But what's happening here? This is missing that, this is missing this one, and this is missing that one. Basically everything. And these are not tileable. And this is missing even more inserters. Make sure that not inserters but sorters. I'm still very torn between this and actually mashing them together and going a bit over the line. I can technically go over the line with one of them as long as no other. As long as I'm tiling them together with one that is not going over the line. If I want to fully condense, I actually want to build that to see how it looks like. Because I kind of think that lateral space might be a bit more important. So this would mean sulfuric acid goes out like this. We still have steel like this. We have titanium like this. And we have the output. I just wanted to make sure that I have the proliferators on that one. Okay, that is messed up a bit, but we can fix that. Can I still have a sorter? This belt? No, I cannot. So this needs to be over here like this. So if I have this, and this over here, how do I get I'm guessing the answer is like this. The question was, how do I get my output? No, I do not like that one in this particular instance. We need to go like this, and well, can this one go like this? Okay. So if this is fully stacked, this should work. No, we need to fully stack this one as well. So let's do it like this. This needs 8 every 4 seconds. So that means 2 per second. This will do 3 per second. So this is good. This is good enough. So that's 3 per second. If I have 3 tiles, that means 2 per second, which is exactly how much I need. So that's good. Over here, I should replace that with the correct material and output input. I will be able to place the power pole over there. That's a problem because it's not central though. So let's do a bit of a switcheroo here. Now I'll be able to place a power pole in the center to make sure it covers everything. And I think that this will actually work. This will only allow full stacks to pass through. And this is going to be a full belt. So that works. I do have all the intakes. I have all the outputs. Let's do this. Let's use use those. Let's build a stack of 5. And let's try to power things on. Okay, there's a problem. There are two problems. Okay, sure, that works. I find this extremely weird. That's meant to be in the center, but somehow the sorter in this corner gets powered. Is it because it's yeah, it's because it's short sorter. Anyway, we're gonna do it like that. The inputs over here are correct, but I need to fix things over here. There we go. How did I do it? So we have output here, which is connected, and input over here, which is connected. Everything's connected now. Very slow recipe, but it is working. Yep, this is the one that we're using. We need to get 60 of these. This is 10. 20, 30, 40, 50, and I did compute correctly. I kind of have to pick between this and this. And you know what? I'm gonna pick this one. I don't think that comes as a big shock. I was quite obviously leaning more towards toward this one, or actually to phrase it more correctly, I did not like how that setup was looking. So this is the acid, this is still this. Say what now? How does that work on one side but not on the other? Sure. This is titanium. So this should now be working. Everything should be full speed. I don't know what settings I copy pasted, but obviously the wrong ones. Why is that one lagging behind? Did I mess something up over here? This one's not working. Why is this one not working? No comment. Is that it? All the arrows are pointing in the right direction now. This one does not have the same issue, so it's just at least just one side that is problematic. Will this be able to actually output without throttling? It might throttle a bit, but and actually I've just realized that I should never have issues. It's still a good idea, but this actually outputs 4 at a time. Oh. Well, let's let that run for a while. Is there a better way to replace this? I don't know if there's a better way, but so I'll just do it like this. It's not that big of a deal. Well, that actually helps a bit, makes them a bit more visible. This means that the lane is gonna get fully backed, which means that it will take... Will this ever recover? I think this should recover. Similar to here, it might be... Okay, so this is 15 per minute. How many do I have? Do I have the right number? I should have the right number. 120. 15 per minute, but it's 4 per recipe, so that is 60 per minute actually, 60 items per minute times 120, that means full belt, which is what we're seeing here. This one is finally going down, and this one will start working again. Once that starts working, I am expecting to actually see all greens, which means that this is working. Sorted out the kink in the recipe. Let's save the blueprint. So this is titanium alloy. Yeah, the second side, and save. Those are set properly. Okay, we have this one working and actually fully emptying. I did not expect this one to empty out. It will take a minute to sort itself out if it's actually working as intended, and all intents and purposes it should be working, unless I've missed something. Oh, what's happening here? The last two are not receiving enough sulfuric acid. This is obviously working at full speed. Sulfuric acid is unlimited. So this is using 8 sulfuric acid at 4 seconds. Um, 8 at 4 seconds means 2 per second. I have 60 machines here. I have 60 machines. Why is this? Oh, I think that this line has been running at full speed, but it didn't get a chance to fully saturate. I am going to assume. I've missed one inserter. This means I have to redo the blueprints. Actually, there is a silver lining here. I only have to redo only have to redo the extended one. Unless there are issues here as well. This belt seems to be fully saturated. I don't see any machines not working. I'm just gonna inspect this line once more. Just looking at the inserters, making sure that they're all facing the correct way. Okay, there we go. We finally have full green. Let's retake the double, which was broken. Titanium alloy paste. Save changes. There we go. We have titanium alloy. With that, we have, I think, just completed the last item that can be smelted. I'll quickly jump in the background just a second back in the game. I did miss one recipe. Okay, there we go. Diamond Advanced, this one. We need this recipe. Okay, this is gonna be fairly interesting. This is gonna be the last recipe of the day. So we're gonna have two belts in. This is a 1:2 ratio. So one kimberlite or two of these. Length of 60 with 4 belts. For the belts, we'll actually use the same setup. We'll just overlay at 30 items. We'll just overlay the belts, similar what we've done with inputs on other builds. So we're just gonna use the iron ore. Okay, let's get this one hidden. 60. Where do I fit a 60 nicely? I guess I'll use this line over here and I'll just go 4 in from this one. Actually, let's count squares. 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It needs to be over here. So 4 power poles to the right. This is gonna be pretty straightforward. That one into crystal. I think that this is an assembler recipe. Yeah, that's an assembler recipe. So not that one, but Kimberlite ore, this one. And we're gonna make diamonds out of them. This is gonna be demand. Let's make them available for now to the bots. This one goes. This feels a bit too crammed in. Oh no, that's correct. Surprisingly, that is correct. I was thinking to try to use another blueprint, but I don't think that's worth doing. How will this go? This one goes here, this one goes here. Input, input. Okay. We need to make this double-sided, which is gonna make this a bit asymmetric on this axis. So this one will come over here. And this one will come over here. So I think it needs to be like this. And when we flip it around, this will actually use all the belts in the ILS. Make sure I do not forget the sorters this time. Proliferators go. Can I get them here? Can I get them even one further in? No. They can only be there, which is fine. Can I shift click? Okay, that is fully green. So it is very nice to see that. That's output. Why am I proliferating the output? Okay, all the panels are on the right side. Proliferate. This will not be proliferated. This is full throttle, which is good. Let's get a couple of purples over here. This is starting to work. many did I say? I said 60. So this is 10. That's 20. This is 30. We'll make a quick break at 30. Because this belt ends here. And this one goes up here. There will be some overlap here. We've cleaned that one up. There we go. Ooh. I got scared there for a second. I thought it will collide. These are expected to be a bit delayed. You know what? Let's put that one and that one over there. So we can see clearly. The fact that these ones are green makes me fairly confident that the build is good. Let's see how we mirror this. Should be fairly straightforward. I hope. So this is Kimberlite. This one is Kimberlite ore. This is input, 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 and input. Okay, fully operational. I would have expected this to be functional by now though. Something is not working. And that something is missing. The missing inserters or sorters. I will have the same problem over on the other side. Oh. That's as expected. Right. The ones at the bottom didn't get a chance to get full because the line was broken. And I've realized why there is at some point a drop in productivity, but then it goes back up. I believe that it has to do when items finally make it through and actually go to the end of the belt, which, as you can see, they always do. This is the one we've just done, so we're still waiting for this to be green. Let's give it one more second. Let's check on our other builds. They are all working exactly as expected. This one is fully green as well now. I don't know if I managed to deselect everything, but I hope I did. So we're doing diamond, but this is, let's actually do a 1, 2, 2. Yeah, let's go with this one, and I will try to find a actually 1, 1. We go with recipes and we put this icon. So this is bib1. And let's add the other half of the blueprint. Make sure that this actually copied. It did. Save blueprint. So now we have fourteen recipes in both 1 and 2. And really, there we go. We will not need these anymore, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 recipes. The whole tech tree should be unlocked. There's nothing left here, which means we have finished everything with smelting. I actually thought today I'll be quite a bit more advanced into these recipes. I was obviously wrong. That's gonna be the focus apparently for the next streams. By the looks of it, I was initially anticipating 3 to 4 streams. Probably gonna be about 6 sessions by the looks of it, maybe even 7. The blueprints are available in the links in the stream description. I've shared the whole collection. The collections will be updated as we go through this mini series. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you here next time. Have a great day.